What's up, everybody? It's Joel here with Real Broker, and today we're going to be talking about six habits that will make you wealthy. So if you're ready, let's jump into it. I am under the belief, and I think a lot of sales professionals who have, been in the game for a while, or even a lot of investors who perform at a high level would agree that, your financial status or your level of your business expertise is a reflection of within. So 6 habits that you guys should incorporate in your life to make you wealthy, to make you successful, to make you live a longer, more fulfilling life. Let's get started off with number 1 is we have to get the mind right, and we have to make sure that we spend time to ourselves, by ourselves, with a little bit of daily meditation. Now, how often should you meditate? What type of meditation should you do? I think all of that is pretty irrelevant. I think the point is that you're spending time by yourself, focusing on your breath, slowing your mind down, being able to concentrate on one thing only. Now, I know for a lot of people it's hard just to sit in their own mind and their own thoughts for an extended period of time. So one of the things that I did at first in order to kind of get me in the state of mind of meditating and really give my brain those reps of slowing down and really giving myself the repetition of learning how to focus on a particular object or thing, whether that's your breath or whether that's your heart rate or whether that's, a task that you might have, is doing it several times throughout the day, but just at shorter intervals. So for example, instead of taking 30 entire minutes and meditating at once, which could be a pretty hefty task for, a lot of people, especially if they've, never done anything like this before, never practiced on focusing, is to take it up and segment it. So for example, in my personal life, what I like to do is I like to meditate 3 times a day for 10 minutes each. Okay, I like to start my day off 7 o'clock in the morning with a 10-minute meditation to help me come down to baseline and really get my mind cleared and focused and ready for all of the tasks that I have ahead of me. Then afterwards, my next meditation comes right at lunchtime. So we had, the first part of the day, and your mind is racing, you've been talking to clients, or you've been just living life and working and dealing with kids and family and all that stuff. So right at the middle of the day, to help kind of bring me back down to base level, so that way I can perform the next half of my day just as effectively and efficiently as I did the first half of the day. And then of course I finish my day off with another quick 10-minute meditation just to clear the mind, to reflect on, the entire day. And I feel like, 10-minute intervals of meditation is very easy for anybody to be able to accomplish. It's not a big time commitment. Anybody can make 10 minutes out of their lives. And ultimately, if you do this habit consistently for 90 days, I truly believe that it will help transform your life in a company or while being accompanied by these other habits that we're going to go over. Wealth habit number 2 is read. That's right. There's nothing magical to it. You have to pick up a book and learn more knowledge. Now, careful, whenever I say read, I don't necessarily mean pick up a book and read line by line, but what I mean is you need to have some sort of active education in your life, whether that's reading a book, and I'm not talking about like a Harry Potter book or like a story book or anything like that, which may be entertaining, but the point of this type of reading is not to entertain you, but it's to help build on a skill or help with something in your life that you're trying to improve upon, right? So make sure you get a daily reading. Some people like to do this early in the morning. Some people like to do this before they go to bed. It doesn't really make a difference as long as you pick up a book and you learn something about the world, about money, about relationships, about financials, whatever it may be. Pick up a book and learn something. Number 3. So we have meditation, we have reading, and I think this really complements and helps tie everything together. And that's making sure that you spend time journaling, okay? Going and reflecting on your day and writing down the positives of what happened and writing down the things that you're grateful for and really just, putting everything on paper. Not only will journaling give you like a baseline of how you're doing. So, so for example, if you journal every single day, at the end of the week, you have a whole bunch of records. You have a whole bunch of data on, the type of day that you're having, the mood that you're having, all this data on yourself that eventually you start to see a big picture and you're able to, recognize patterns. And at this point, you could really start to transform your life, especially when you're meditating and you're reading on a daily. Tip number 4, this one is really going to take it to the next level. I truly feel and I truly believe at the bottom of my heart, and I think if you do it for 90 days consistently, every single day, no matter what, you'll experience a change. But I feel like if you meditate daily, if you read daily, and you journal daily, you will transform your life. But if you add this next thing into it, it'll really just elevate and take everything to the next level. And that is daily affirmations. Now, wait a minute. I know we've all heard to, have affirmations. I am smart. I am strong. I am healthy. Now, I'm going to take it even a step further, and I'm going to say written affirmations. So write down these I am statements. Say it out loud. See it, feel it, believe it. The more emotions you can get involved, the more likely it is that what you're saying to yourself is going to become true, right? Because you start to have conviction. You start to see it with your eyes. You start to listen to yourself say it. You start to speak it, right? So write down your affirmations. And just like my meditations, I like to do this 3 times a day directly right after my meditations. So after I meditate, my brain is cleared. I feel like my subconscious is more, I guess a little silly, but a little bit more easily accessible just because there's not a lot of junk in the way throughout the day. Then you could really start to program these affirmations into your subconscious mind. So 3 times a day for 5 minutes each. Write down what you want to become, who you want to become, what you want to accomplish. And this is a little bit different than journaling because when you're journaling, you're just kind of reflecting, on your life and reflecting on your day and your mood and just, whatever you want to journal. Whether it's good or you want to, spew something negative. But written affirmations, make sure you write it 3 times a day. And if you can only do it 1 time a day, whether in the morning, in the middle of the day, in the evening, that's perfectly cool, just as long as, you get that in, right? So far we have 4 things that are all mental, right? The longer you're in sales, the longer you're in business, the longer you live life. I think, we could agree that everything is mental, right? What you think in your mind will really dictate your life and will really, help set the course of how you're living. So the next thing that we're going to have, number 5, is going to be something physical, right? Mind, body, spirit. We've really simulated the mind. We've really simulated the spirit. Now we're going to simulate the body. And the way that we're going to do that, super simple, guys. Make sure you exercise. Take care of yourself, okay? Whether that's go on a 30-minute walk or whether that's, go full beast mode at the gym for an hour and a half a day. Whatever it is, you got to get out there and you got to move. Everyone always talks about self-love, love yourself, keep a positive mind, but being healthy and taking care of your body realistically is loving yourself, right? And if you're not taking care of your body, then you're neglecting yourself in a form. And if you're neglecting yourself, you're not loving yourself. Okay, so make sure you exercise daily, even if that's a 30-minute walk outside of nature. If anything, that's probably the best thing for you to do. So work out every single day, no matter what, even if it's a simple walk. And our last tip, number 6, is make sure you eat healthy. Yes, that's right. You probably could have already guessed it. Make sure you leave out the McDonald's. Make sure you leave out the fast food, the processed foods. And let me tell you a little secret. Even though every once in a while there's nothing wrong with it, but Chick-fil-A, you can't be doing that on a daily, man. Chipotle, bro, that's probably not a good idea. At least every day. I know I get it. Sometimes you got a long day. Sometimes you're tired. Sometimes you just don't have the energy or the mood or the will to go and cook yourself a nice meal. So there's nothing wrong with a little bit of Chipotle every now and then. But the truth is, the more you stay away from it, the healthier you will be, the better your body will respond, the better and sharper your mind will be. Again, it always goes back to the mental, which ties into the first 4 things that we spoke about. So there you guys have it. Do these 6 things in your life, and I guarantee you, I promise it, if you do it for 90 days straight, your life will completely 180. And if you do it for 90 straight days, honest, 100%. If that doesn't change, you guys can comment down below. Call me out on it. If you guys are curious of what it's like to be in real estate sales, whether you're already a professional trying to take it to the next level, click the link, Calendly link, book an appointment with me. Or if you're just a regular person who really has wanted to know what it's like to be in sales, or maybe you're getting sick and tired of working for the government, or maybe you're getting sick and tired of retail or fast food, or just really want to become a better version of yourself, book a call with me. Let's chat. I want to hear about your goals. Right now, we're still in January 2023. We could all go out there and we could all crush it. And one thing that I want you guys to remember, a quote: faith, courage, definite belief in self, enthusiasm, initiate action, and always have the will to win. Until next time, guys, I hope to see you soon.